One simple concept can make the difference between everything you want and not getting everything you want. You probably hear that a lot. But over the course of the last few weeks, I've listened to a couple of different videos when it comes to family legacies, generational wealth, and a couple of the wealthiest families that's ever walked the face of this earth. And in this video, I'm going to share one simple concept that will help you live longer and healthier. Welcome to Executive Health. I'm your host, Julian Hayes II. And if this is your first time here or your first time listening, go ahead and give a like so you never miss another video and another episode of this. And if this is not your first time here, welcome, thank you, welcome back. And this is the place where we help entrepreneurs, executives, and investors monitor their health so they can maintain their edge and status and enjoy the fruits of their labor. And as I mentioned beforehand, I spent a couple of weeks studying and reading about different families. I bought a couple of books on generational wealth and just seeing how families such as the Rockefellers, the Vanderbilts, and so many others, how they gained their wealth, how they preserved it for a couple of generations, and then also how they started to lose hold of that wealth during that time as well. And if my hearing, I took my mask off for a little bit. I have this mask on, it's a little cold here, and we have snow, not normally known for having snow in the South, but the thing is, during that whole thing, there's a lot of lessons, but I think one of the most important lessons I heard was three simple words. It was to tolerate, accept, and embrace. So I'll say it again: tolerate, accept, and embrace. Those three things were discussed ad nauseum when it came to discussing the family values, the legacies, and everything. And I thought about that what you tolerate, you do eventually start to embrace, whether it's knowingly or unknowingly. And this is what I mean by that. If you tolerate a life of, maybe, let's say with finances right now, if you tolerate a life of maybe you don't save as much, then you're knowingly and unknowingly embracing a life of probably financial instability, probably a life of financial difficulty down the road at some point, most likely, unless you just had this astronomical high cash flow. But even then, there's a lot of people who are making multiple six figures and are maybe living paycheck to paycheck. But this is not a financial show. This is a health show. So let's look at the health thing for right now. So tolerate. If you tolerate, a lot of times people tolerate this natural paradigm of, as you get older, you're supposed to slow down. As you get older, you're supposed to, as you get older, you're supposed to slow down. You're supposed to, your metabolism slows down. You get colder quicker. Your skin is not as good. And you don't move as well. You don't perform as well inside it and outside of the house, if you catch my drift on that. And you start to gain a little body fat as well. And that's just accepted, that you're just becoming a slower, weaker, dumber, colder version of yourself. And that's one way that we accept that. That's a typical paradigm. And so if you tolerate that, you tolerate those things, you accept them, and then you move up the ladder to your knowingly and unknowingly. Once again, you are embracing those principles. And so with this video, I leave you, what are you tolerating? As we head to the new year, this is the last week of 2022. What are you tolerating right now? And what do you need to leave behind in 2022? And then what do you need to add and then bring along for 2023? This is an example out here right now. In the South, in Nashville area, we're not used to snow. This is not even a lot of snow. It's really not a lot of snow. But anytime you see a little snow out, the city shuts down. Nobody's outside. People skip their workouts because the conditions are not right. And there's a quote of a mentor of mine said that my circumstances have no effect on my commitment. So here I am. I'm out here in my mask with my gloves and my hoodie, and I'm getting my workout in like I'm supposed to, because this is what I tolerate. And then this is what I accept, and then this is what I embrace. So everything starts with a level of toleration. Then it becomes acceptance. Then it becomes embrace. Malcolm X had a saying, what you don't tolerate, you will learn to accept. So you must hate. I messed up that quote a little bit, but you get my drift. Look it up. That which you don't hate, you will love to tolerate. So I asked you, once again, as we end the year, what are you tolerating that you shouldn't right now? And in turns, whatever you're tolerating, is this the thing that you really knowingly and unknowingly want to embrace? So stay awesome, be limitless wherever you are in the world. Enjoy this beautiful weather. Get outside no matter what, and make the best of it. Peace.